Hello and welcome, Cosmic Quantum Travelers. Are you quantum healing? I think we are. How are you doing? Thank you for your patience with me as always. That's freaking 20 minutes, sorry. Apologies, truly. I just have to really calm all the way down. There is a lot of plasmas coming in, a lot of cosmics and waves flooding in. I think we can feel it. They're not showing up on the graphs. Okay, so there are things that show up on the graphs and there are those that don't. And that's what people like me report on. And the party has started. The gathering is here. Okay, the gathering is here. Tune in to the cosmic waves, to the quantum field. Fully igniting, like seriously, can you feel your heart? How are you feeling? Everything is fine. And we keep going through the motions, okay? Roller coaster of ascension. It's okay. The polarities are helping you fully collapse all of this, okay? Just stay in a 0 point field and embrace it all as if there's no difference between the not so good feelings and the good feelings and the bliss and the joy that's fully arising now as we are releasing all of this heaviness from our heart, as our hearts are fully healing. Can you hear this, feel this? Hear this and feel this. And that's the whole thing. Also extrasensory perception gifts, you know, that are intermingling, where you can taste color and smell sound. Yes, the Irish green today, I thought I would for the heart. I also got a, well, I could only find a malachite Merkaba pendant, but I certainly recommend getting a Merkaba. Malachite is actually very good also for the whole, you know, kind of EMF stuff. So yeah, we're doing a green. Obviously, I'm here in Ireland, Wexford, with tags. And I've just come back from 2 lovely nights out, not too far away from Wexford, as I mentioned in my last update. Check out the live tab because the last videos are all in the live tab. Anyway, so everything is fully online, opening our hearts, fully igniting, opening. I mean, basically the event has happened. I mean, it has already happened anyway, but now fully within the core of the earth, within our hearts, it's basically fully igniting. And it in a way has already happened because our hearts have merged as one, as in the masculine, feminine, heart, mind, higher and lower self, all of our separations fully dissolving. So this is what's anchoring right now, activating, going out in the field. If you're not feeling it yet, you will soon. This is overtaking everything. Unity and love is taking over. Love is taking over. Love is in charge. The most infinite power of the universe, multiverse, cosmos, and it's helping us all here. So let me say hi. Era, Angelina, Mylene, Kat, Unity. Sometimes my eyes again are not so good with keeping track. And I apologize for that. And also not keeping up with comments so much, especially lately. There's just so much going on in the field that I do and hold and activate that, you know, I do try to pick up, but it really, especially lately, is impossible for me to do that. Yes, the Irish blood, as they say, everybody has a bit of Irish in them, and there's more to that than you think, because I do believe it's the most ancient land. It's connected to the original first races of the Hyperboreans, also connected to the seed. I don't know if I can ever pronounce that correctly, but basically fairies, elves. And that whole magical kingdom is very much coming online. It's very much alive here. The dragons, which are our ancient gnosis aspects. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Julia. Carol. I'm not actually sure, because I know you're German, but how to pronounce it correctly. Bronte, Diana. Not German, but actually, are you Austrian or German? No, sorry, you're in Switzerland. Carol Schneider. Good to see you all here. Pamela, Ronnie. And yeah, so it's all been lit up. It's already happened. And all we really need to do is keep going with the flow. I mean, it is, I mean, you need to understand that also, like all that we have, you know, it's the same that how traumas get really like set. I mean, sometimes it's, yeah, something, the one event that happens in our life that really kind of scars us, or, you know, creates a lot of sort of damage for us to heal, or however we want to call it, and words are very limiting here. But where was I trying to get it? And again, the energies are very high. As always, mostly transferring frequencies, keys, and codes. So where was I getting with this? I'm totally lost. So let's go back to the notes. Okay. So I might come back to that. So the energies are very high. We are ascending. This is it. So, I mean, and I keep coming online. So one of the things which is funny, and I think I thought of this yesterday when I was in the renting place, was that I keep saying this is my last video, and I keep making more videos, and I have to laugh at myself, because it kind of is also that, I mean, I do understand that some people might see it as a lack of integrity, or I can see it as, what are you doing here? But it's like, what's really also happening and anchoring in right now is, you know, there is no more work. Everything is this. I mean, it always has been, but people like me have been anchoring this a lot. So there is no division between, you know, your personal life, you with your family, at work, whatever it may be. Everything is that, you know, is you, your authentic self. Now there are, again, your multidimensional selves is many aspects. Okay, so there are many aspects of us that we are integrating and have been merging with. But that's ultimately leading us to these Holy Grail codes and the Holy Trinity, which for me is very much interlinked and almost one and the same, fully igniting within the planetary grid, within our hearts, which is also connected to the threefold flame. And that's igniting within our hearts, which is also connected to the primal sound and light fields, which are what creates creation. So before you come into form, you are sound and light. And that's what, you know, when we have these interfering frequencies, as we had with the artificial net and all the alien negative machinery in the grids, literally frying our fields and minds, and all the, you know, mind control technology. So that's all been fully dismantled. It's just evaporized. Like seriously, the cosmic dragons to the rescue, evaporizing everything with the cosmic dragon breath, cosmic mother and father fully returned, which is our own, you know, again, it's part of the Holy Trinity. It's your masculine, feminine, that then births the inner child, the inner Christ child, the new Christos Sophia, or Christa Sapphira, or within a planet, the androgynous Albion body, fully being ignited and lit up, which is also connected to our Merkaba, to our vertical and horizontal staff and rod codes, which are the feminine and the masculine codes. And this is also what I wanted to get at today, especially because I didn't really yesterday, is kind of the solar cross igniting. So within you, so you need to think of yourself as a cross. Imagine Jeshua, Jesus on a cross, okay, which is a mockery within itself. Now, as far as I'm concerned, he's never died on the cross. And I'm not going to go into the story, but I do believe he lived on. And again, him and Mary had altogether 6 children, 1 died, so they had 5 surviving in that timeline. As far as I do remember, no. As my incarnation as Sarah, as the daughter of Joshua and Mary. So, which is one aspect. And again, we may, you know, many may tap into these ascended master aspects. So anyway, she's very much holding the hierogamic codes. So what we're anchoring, so it's really the Holy Trinity codes. It's also very much connected to all the Triveca spirals, the Trinity spirals that you see a lot in the ancient stonework in Ireland, that are very much connected here with the land. So I do truly believe that a lot of the hierogamic codes are held here, and that's really what we activated also. So when I was for the last 2 days in this place, just a little bit further from here, which is called the Ladies Island, which is very much connected to the Mary or Marian energies, and helped open up the interdimensional Stargate system there, which I, in general, collectively, planetary-wide do, and interdimensionally do work with. Because again, that's what I hold within my blueprint and template when I mean the Cosmic Ascension template. And that's just what I know I'm here for. So, and this is helping us ignite this within the grids. And again, we all hold this together as the Magic Grail Queens and Kings, as the original tribes. So the 12 or 13 tribes. So the 12 within the 13, which the 13 for me is always the Cosmic Mother or the Mother, the Divine Feminine, the Holy Sophia, the Holy Spirit. It's really all one and the same. So the 13 is also the Divine Masculine and the Divine Child, all as one. That's the Holy Trinity, where again, it's like the dragons, the dragon luminaries, they carry the tri-wave. It's also what the Aurora families, the Aurora race do. It's this whole tri-wave within the one. So, and within your own consciousness field on many layers and levels, masculine, feminine, fully united in divine hierogamic union, births the divine Christ child, which is you, the Christ reborn, as many see it. Again, words are just a way to describe this. And many have a different experience of how this plays out for them, different levels of awareness, consciousness, plus the kind of belief systems or, you know, ideas we have of how this may play out. And it's the same like we are ascending right now. It might not look like that if you look without, but believe me, it is. So literally, this is all fully ignited, especially within our hearts, within the crystalline core. There's a lot of energy coming now from the crystalline core, so through your feet, but it's also happening from your heart out through your arms, and then, you know, crown in and out. So from up and below, and then it's coming out of your heart, where many of us may feel our heart, hand chakras activating a lot over the last few days, which is your solar cross activating. So imagine yourself on the cross as a cross. So the cross is a mockery also. It's connected. It really is. It really pisses me off when I see that. And it's also connected to the crucifixion wounds that actually get reaffirmed when we keep doing the cross thing that I do in church. Anyway, it's a thing of the past now. This has been fully cleared and dissolved within the field. So we're all free of all the shame, guilt, fear-based imprints that are based on these religious inversions, 1144 to 144. Very much a twin flame divine union number for me, fully locked in. And it's literally the three have, the two have become free, and then are one. Fully now. Full divine union has been completed, and it's going out within the field. And it's happening from within you. It's happened from within us already. We're in divine union now. It is done. So just imagine yourself as a cell within the cosmic body, and it's like going out from the cosmic body's heart center, and it's, you get there. You're you know, it's going out like the 100 monkey effect, like an energy wave, like a tsunami. It's already ignited and done now. So thank you everyone who ignited and tuned into the grids in general, timelessly so. As always, everything is this, everything we do, and more so now. So nothing is work anymore. Everything is this. So now it's no more, because also part of me like feeling this is, you know, sometimes you just want a holiday, when now everything is a holiday. That's heaven on earth, isn't it? So that's what we're fully merging and aligning with now, quantum style. That's you fully healed. So there's nothing to be done anymore. Imagine that. There's nothing anymore to be done for you to be fully healed. Think quantum style from 1 second, now moment to the next. Done. Fully healed. Uskuna eshkuna ena kera usku kukukukuka aena senatera ukukukuna sanata. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is collectively as one fully healed. fully unified as one. It's done. It really is. It's done. It's done, done, done. So we relax whilst we keep listening again to our guidance. It's both end. 1, 4, 4. It's so done. It really is. Okay, all as one. Because there's only one of us here. So don't worry about anyone. I've seen big shifts within and around me, especially the mother-child wound and bond having fully healed. Who else is with me? Which heals all, literally. Quantum style. Because that's the core. That's like the resemblance of our core where we believe we're separate from God, source, and one another. So that's all fully healed now, and that's fully unifying us all as one. All from within our heart center, fully ignited now. The spark within our heart, the cosmic Christ seed atom, the original cell, all fully cleared, healed, balanced, harmonized, upgraded to the highest divine blueprint. Fully now, plus upgrades. Fully activated. And our true remembering and gnosis, which is what ignites fully and makes visible now heaven on earth. Literally, I see this happening over the next few days. If we want to be linear, which we can all, we play with time. Time is really a coordinate. So if you think about any time in your life, where have you been? It would be like a date and a place, a coordinate, but you could literally pinpoint on a map as a, one of those Google Maps coordinates. So it's really just a coordinate, okay? Fully collapsed time, it's the end of time, we're done. It's done. There will be no equinox. There will be no equinox, forget about it. Forget about any forecasts about this March. Dates. When what happens, it's now, it's done. Now, now, now. It's done, it's done, it's done. We are done. Imagine that we are healed fully. Done. Imagine that. Merge with that. It's here now. Fully healed. It's been happening for a while. It's completed. Let it go. Let it go. Literally. Let it go. All right. It's here now. We are healed. Imagine that. Use your superpower of imagination, your energy and focus on you seeing yourself fully healed, fully ignited. You are already ascended time and avatar self because it's always timelessly available. Ultimately, it's the quantum shift within the consciousness fully completing. That's all it takes, and it's here now. And total debt forgiveness across all worlds is what frees all. So again, as we forgive ourselves, fully love ourselves, have worked through all of our crap because we need to look at it, then we can come to full forgiveness and love to self, which then automatically extends this out to all others, which is what heals all. And now we feel whole and complete. Do we? Who else feels whole and complete? Done. See yourself as whole and complete. Perfectly imperfect. The same as everything had to happen ultimately the way it happened, didn't it? To get us where we are now and to learn the lessons we came here for. So no matter what it seems like, it's perfectly imperfect whilst it's been kind of a shit show. It's also in order for us to get to the, the new Eden. So it's divinely perfect. That's the highest viewpoint. That's you seeing everything through the eyes and heart of God, which is you unified with source, which is you unified with all, which is you no longer seeing everything from a paranoid, fragmented, separated state of mind, lost in a mind control, which is fully cleared now. Skuna ena kena setare, kushkuna te ke. Done. A man, a woman, a everyone and everything. Done. All right. And words truly lose meaning whilst we still use them to work our magic. So use them wisely. Now more so than ever, because now as all time has fully gone, done, 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 no more time. There's no more delay in you manifesting whatever you want. Infinite quantum possibilities available right now. Imagine that. So imagine you had a magic wand, because you do, metaphorically speaking, because you don't need any wands. You don't need anything outside of you. All you need is your imagination and believing in yourself. And now all of the crap obviously having cleared. I mean, there has been a lot more to that. So it's not just us imagining everything is great. Again, we have to, fully look and transcend all that, what is keeping us from doing that, which we have done, 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 done. So welcome to your true new avatar, diamond self. You know, diamond god son, diamond sun, god, body, however we want to call it. And fully ignite this now. Your plasma wings are ready. Our superpowers are fully ready to ignite any freaking second now. Okay, tune into this, truly, from within. It's igniting within your heart right now. Not next week, not next month, not in 4 months, not in 5 years. Right now. There is no time. Please dissolve this right now. Burn it the fuck up. I mean it. 10. So as everything is perfectly imperfect, it's basically us remembering that we have co-created all of this as one. Yeah, I probably got rid of some there. I know sometimes my energy, my frequency, my words don't, I can understand that people might feel a little bit, this is a little bit too much, but I really just channel what is needed in the field to shift the energies and to get us where we need to be. I really mean that. It's beyond me. I've gone, again, I don't care if people think I'm talking, nonsense, or whether I'm right, wrong, I don't know, work for the negative alien agenda or whatever they may think of me. I'm really so nonplussed by this at this point, which is what fully has healed my field, which is what is healing everyone's field. That's what I've been shown. So we're done here. That's why I know this is done. This is why I'm anchoring and sharing this as a frequency, most of all, the keys and codes for our ascension right here, right now, and us all as one. Again, I'm speaking through all of us, okay? I am you and you are me, literally, whilst we're also still our own sovereign self. That's what we fully have anchored now. All right, done, done, done. So done, all right? And we don't need any numbers to confirm this. We don't need anyone else to tell us or confirm this back to us. You need to always know your own truth. Again, me not even telling you, take always what resonates, leave the rest, always in every now moment. And our consciousness and our beliefs keep changing and expanding. That's the whole point. So don't get stuck onto anything. Just keep evolving and expanding with Source together as one, all right? And we're all in this together, and ultimately everything has been perfectly imperfect, and we've created this all as one. That fully dissolves the victim-victimizer game and the matrix, which was based on that consciousness. And time and space and gravity. Which, once you really dig into quantum physics, totally dissolve in that space, as well as within the sea of pure, true, divine love right now, right here, really. And that love, again, is sometimes, it needs to come through powerful. Again, the Magdalene, the divine feminine, the cosmic mother, she has given birth to all of it, but she's also cleaning up ship right now. Again, together as one with the divine masculine, the cosmic father, the cosmic dragons, us all as one, the original tribes, the whole everyone, angelics, the true ascended masters, guardians, the agathans, the unicorns, the fays, the elves, the fairies, the Chrystal families, the Aurora families. I mean, Mother, Father, God, it's all one now. For so it is done. Now we remember again, truly. Like the oneness, as well as our own original higher identities that fulfill our missions and basically shift us back to the new Eden, back to the future, to the organic creatrix field in no time whatsoever, within a blink of an eye, literally. I mean, again, it's taken a long time to get here, linearly speaking, but eventually it's then, it's any change in your life, remember any change. Like, you can see it a long time coming. You can feel it. It's building up. But then eventually it happens just in one moment to the next. And any change just, it's just now. All you have is ever now. Now is all there is. Ever was, ever will be. Especially now. for so it is done. Okay, so play with time, just use it as a coordinate, just don't get attached to it, the same as the material world, just fully let it dissolve and shape shift in front of you. New earth, the curtain finally lifts, it's lifted energetically, and this is fully going online, like the invisible becoming visible, all these dimensions fully merging, fully malleable, fully you within the video game where it's like you being able to manifest out of thin air, using all of your superpowers. So the more you use them, tune into them, which come in all kinds of ways and shapes and forms, how we use our keys and codes and our gifts and creative abilities, okay? What's unique to you, and the more you can be unique to yourself, and might sometimes look like a fool, the more you give that gift to others in that allowance, in a way. You know, so until now, it's maybe has been tough, like for me doing this work as well, with like a lot of hate and energetic attacks and all so forth, which comes with who I am anyway. So I've just been shown I had to do this. And then sometimes kind of a lack of support, but also, no, I do get a lot of support, but you get me. It's kind of like, it's just been tough for many of us. Again, we all know I'm speaking for many of us and all, ultimately, always. So it's been tough as well as it has been a gift. And now we really shift from fear to joy, which is love expressed. And I hope you can feel this within your heart. Really, like the heart is fully healing. Which is healing everything. It's your key to the kingdom. It's your key to fully healing. Quantum style. You don't need med beds, really not. Connect to source. When I really need to heal, any way, shape, or form, especially before bed, give your subconscious and your team God source. Connect to source. Connect to source. And ask for the healing you need. You'll be surprised. It might not all be gone and healed in one moment or one night. But if you keep going at it, and it might be different things, you keep going. Because this is all about, it's taken a while to get here. You know, it's taken a while for people to tell us that we're not good enough, or, you know, we're not loved in, you know, different ways and shapes and forms. And ultimately, it's just been our perception of that, because it's really been their own unacknowledged shadow aspects, you know. And again, we're all one, and we're all healing one another through the rejection, through the abandonment in its own upside down way. So it's one big orchestra of the consciousness, the one mind, the one body mind, heart, mind, and soul, cosmic monad, that has fully healed, which is fully healing our morphogenetic field. And again, this is really happening from within the crystalline core of the earth and within our hearts, as the heart has fully opened today. Fully, it's fully ignited. The crystalline core is fully ignited. It's done. The pole shift, and this is also the solar cross, is basically you with the new four poles. And I have shared about this before. Anyone who is new, go onto my Instagram, will be the easiest, or the YouTube community site, and look down. I think it was a month ago. You will see like a picture of Earth, basically the sacred butterfly pattern, which shows you kind of 4 poles instead of just 2. And it's also because there has been an axial tilt shift through us losing our connection with the Divine Mother, and the 13th, like, it's also connected to the Mother Arc. So the 13th Stargate could be connected to the Mother Arc, us connecting back to 12th Stargate, Lyra, Martina, to the 13th, you know, Mother Arc. But it's also really our own heart, which is the 13th Stargate, and within the core of the earth. And it's ultimately your source within the core of the earth. And it's micro, macro, if that makes sense. So the solar cross coming fully online is us also. It's connected to the crucifixion implants, which has been a real thing. It's been on the left side of the body, kind of disconnecting us from our connection to source, also connected to the mental emotional disconnect. It was also connected to the artificial timelines and the masculine feminine split, and us really, you know, again, caught in these religious imprints of shame, guilt, fear, you know, judgments, this good versus evil, the whole polarity consciousness, which again, we need to feel all of these things in a way in order to transcend them, in order to alchemize them, but they're ultimately not real. So in that space, everything dissolves within this 0-point field of divine neutrality, fully right now, as divine unions, fully complete, quantum style, across the cosmos. That's the cosmic reunion, and it's gonna fully come online and physicalize, I believe, any moment now. Like whether it's, you know, I can already see the environment, already the skies shifting today. And you can see within the skies also how dimensional realities are shifting around you. Again, it's a projection of the consciousness. Our weather, your whole reality is a projection of your consciousness. So ultimately the weather is, you know, whether it's artificially, you know, manipulated, it's still part of the projection of the consciousness. So that's where we shifted all from. So we don't need to go into so much of the details, you know, along the way, of course, we can and whatever do that. But then you can come back to simplicity where we just totally are overwriting this now. You're totally purifying every particle of food, every molecule of water, particle of air, fully purifying everything to its pristine state, along with our blueprints and yourself. You fully heal everything, quantum style. You are quantum merging with that parallel version of Earth, which is fully ascendant, 13D, diamond grid, fully online, along with your avatar self. Quantum hopping. Me too. Chilly chills. All through the power of true divine love between the counterparts. Ultimately within the self. It's both ends. It's supernatural and otherworldly. And it's us ultimately cosmic consciousness embodied, which is what ignites heaven upon the earth in our new Eden right now. Let's do this. 2202, 22%. We love the twos. Trippy, yes, that's DMT. Oxytocin, serotonin, endorphins, adrenaline, being produced perfectly for each and every now moment. The DMT especially helps you to literally manifest new earth into physical manifestation. Because what people sometimes see on trips, on DMT trips, or, you know, where you have that released more in your mind, is what's really behind. Like sometimes you might see sacred geometries. That's what's behind what you see around you. It's just energy, frequency, and vibration. It might look solid, but it's really behind sacred geometries. It's energy, haven't physicalized. And here it looks very dense because so far the false magnetic field has kept us in density. That's why we can't fly and teleport. Just yet, any moment now. Fully ignited, teleportation, bilocation, dematerialization, levitation, because this false magnetic field is fully going down, 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 as Mother Supermagnetism is fully being ignited. Again, today also it's ignited, it's interconnected with all of this, with the masculine, feminine codes, all of this being corrected, the artificial tilt that happened through the last artificially induced magnetic pole shift, which was not good. And now we go back to how it used to be. So instead of 2 poles, 4 poles, and you are fully aligned, the axial tilt, the staff, the feminine staff codes, fully aligned with source, Andromeda galaxy, through the stargates, it's connected with everything. And that returns us to our natural magnetism, which allows us to teleport. It's also connected to crystalline technologies fully coming online. Free energy. Imagine that. And future healing, very much, I see sound, light. It's more of an attunement because we're already healed. All right. But again, there are some variations always, and we will always be, you know, expanding and to a certain degree contracting. And again, you know, negative feelings show us when something is off. We need to have that. There needs to be some variation because we're merging shadow and light. Okay, as I see it. But overall, joy is the new normal. Love, bliss is the new normal. Peace on earth and across all realms, all 3 new worlds, is the new normal. It is done. Sunatena eskana etana teate. You are God source consciousness embodied. This is your right to claim. Claim it now. Know how much power you have. Seriously, I mean it. So with the power of God that you are, what are you going to create now? Now. If anything is possible, right now, now is all there ever is, what would you create? Keep going there. Keep projecting. Now that all of that mind control is gone, all of the fears, limiting programming, all that is held or small, it's our full power arising. I hope you can feel these like powerful solar plexus Ra center upgrades, very much connected to the sun and also the divine masculine, fully as the sun god coming online and returned. Which is also reclaiming us. You know, there's just one true God source, because what has happened also is these false semi-gods haven't been worshipped, which you can see even in today's, you know, entertainment industry or politics or whatever, where people like idolize, or even in, you know, spiritual teachings, gurus, where people idolize people and put them up on a pedestal, and whatever they say is great. And they don't, you know, they stopped questioning, which is dangerous, which is what got us here. So it's about finding the God within and no longer externalizing it to worshipping something outside of us beyond worshipping all of us, you know, yourself and others. You get me? It's either all of us or none. The one. That's the law of one. So I'm really trying to always anchor this in. This is really like, there are a lot of codes and keys that are being transmitted. Your whole field is being helped to purify, clear, heal, balance, harmonize, and activate what is being available and what's coming in right now and what I'm sharing. The same with read the posts that came with this, even if they're a little bit longer. If you do it in little bits and pieces, they really help you activate this as you read it. That's how they're encoded. And that's why I know, that's why I do what I do. And they really are being written through me. Again, it's not even work. It's like, it's beyond me. I just can't help myself doing what I do. It just flows from one now moment to the next. If I don't write or post anything, I don't. But a lot of the moment, you know, there are loads of codes, there's loads of wisdom, there's loads of gnosis we're here to transmit that helps you then activate it in your field. So this is not the time to be like, be meek, but to, you know, shimmer and shine. I mean, you can be meek, but you don't need to be, you know, kind of playing small. You get me? Meek is just basically how I see it, like the meek inherit the earth, is you not seeing yourself as greater as other people, no matter how big your role is, because we're all just one. And we're all just playing a role. We're all just like in a theater here, in a movie. That's how you fully transcend all the separation, as you keep deepening into this, that none of this is personal and we're all just one here. And it doesn't matter which role we play, which we have played many roles across many lifetimes, which is what we are remembering right now with the event fully going online, which is the Supernova of the Heart event, which is us fully, I mean, it's, again, it's happening right now. Bringing everything online, everything we dreamed of, biggest dreams coming true, turn them up, dream bigger, literally as big as you can. As big as you can, all right? And thank you so much for everyone. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Any donations, thank you so much. I leave the details later on below. Also, if you want to access any of the previous group calls or activations, which are literally quantum. Everything happens right now, no matter when you listen to them. And they're very powerful. I do know that. Also, check out the SoundCloud links where there are loads of free activations that are helping you activate all this. Again, it might not be everyone's tea, but if you do feel guided to, I do know that they are very powerful. And they help us activate this. Again, nothing can do this, no one for you, but, you know, every little helps, so to say. And that's what we do for one another, because we are one another's lifeboats. We are here to help one another walk the path. You know, nobody can do this on their own. If I would just not, you know, sharing this is also keeping me sane. And again, I'm talking to myself because I listen back to me and then integrate it further. We should all do this. We should all drink our own champagne. This is what all of this is about, because you're always, there's only one of us here. So you're always talking to yourself. Literally. I take that seriously. So I never say I'm perfect. I don't really want to be. I mean, what is that? Who's decided what is perfect? People? Rules? Keep changing. there is again a set kind of moral code of ethics, morals, virtues that we are embodying, but they literally happen by themselves and are ignited through the multidimensional DNA activations, through your heart coming fully online and you opening up to more and ever deeper levels of love, which is unlocking more and more truth from within, the truth that is everlasting and cannot be questioned because it's timeless. And that's you fully 2211 at one with your eternal self, which has never been born, never dies. It's pure consciousness. There's nobody to die, nothing to fear, nothing. So open the 13th stargate of your sacred crystal heart right now. If you haven't already. It's already online. It's here now. All completing. So the Holy Grail and Trinity cards return also the royal family, Grail lines, tribes, original founders, the guardians of all three worlds, which are us. So we are returning and igniting ourselves, which is the cosmic reunion fully coming online. So again, don't wait for anything to come from the outside. It's like you're igniting it from the inside, and then it's going to be projected out onto our new 13D screen. All right, nothing less. So it's also connected with the original twin flames, rays of creation, which is one and the same, that have now fully returned with the music of the spheres, which are the primal sound and light fields of creation, which is what creates matter. So that's where the distortions happened, at Ascended Master level, at Guardian level, at the threefold founder level. Because it's micro-macro, as within so without, as above so below, is true. There's another word also for it, which is a universal law, but kind of micro-macro as I call it. So, you know, as we correct this kind of like, it's like you have different stations of identity, and one of your highest incarnations, which you're fully activating right now, is your avatar self, which is now also fully merging with your Ascended Master Guardian level, which has also been the pre-meta worlds of the threefold founder flame, so before you come into creation. But that's merging, again, everything one, as well as God source, consciousness in the cosmic womb. Anyway, to keep this simple, as well as anchor in the codes, what it really means is you, again, unifying with all of your aspects and stations of identity. So soul, oversoul, monad, avatar level, which is also, and then the Rishi level, which is also the Ascended Master or Guardian level, and then the Cosmic Womb, which is kind of these pre-meta levels now, and then Source. So I just see kind of 3 levels, which would be all of creation, where you're literally at one with your Ascended Master aspect self. And we all have one, because we're all merging with Source, as well as you at one with God Source consciousness, if that makes sense. So your diamond avatar is your highest physicalized manifestation of, you know, your kind of Ascended Master level, guardian self. So that's us fully returning this as the guardians of, you know, all 3 worlds, because this is beyond just Earth. It really is, especially depending on what codes we carry and blueprints. So this is correcting, basically, and this is shape-shifting the meta world. So what I was also working on was with the platonic solids, shifting them back to the crystal lotus pattern, which is helping us shape-shift the meta worlds, literally. And we are also made up of the elementals. So we are the, you know, water benders and ether benders and air benders and so forth. Okay, we are one with the elementals. That's how you create. So tune into the elementals with these energies. Again, now that I'm back, I'm like, oh my God, I need a home somewhere in nature. Like, if I could, I'd like consider going full on camping. Anyway, it's shifting right now. So I'm tuning into that. But nature, the earthing, bare feet, definitely good to, again, help us anchor in these frequencies and feel calmer and more grounded and all of that. And helps us heal our nervous system, any inflammation, I mean, on all so many levels and layers. And attune our heartbeat to that of the earth in the crystalline core, fully igniting. So the Holy Trinity and Grail codes have been fully returned through the reunion of the Cosmic Mother and Father, which is clearing and have fully reclaimed all realms. fully being cleared of all the invaders, all the parasites, all the fallen angelics, all those who are not coming with us and who have not decided to align with the law of one. Gone, as if they never existed. Okay? So, again, no more time. It's done. And they are rebirthing all new worlds as one. So this is also connected to the full return of the magic Grail Queens and Kings, the cosmic dragons and rose lines, the original tribes, twin flames, and the Aquael from Andromeda, which are the daughters of Christ and that carry these sacred terrorgamic union codes between the masculine and feminine principles. And they also hold the whole instruction sets and blueprints for the diamond sun body, which is fully ignited. Now, fully online, ignited right now. So the solar cross activations, as I mentioned, they're directly interlinked with the Chrystal Merkaba, being fully aligned and activated and within the planet as well, and the cosmic staff and rod codes, which are connected with the Merkaba and the four poles, and this all being, the axial tilt being fully aligned to source, planetary-wise, us. It's been an ongoing project. It's fully locked in and fully online. That's why it's so high right now. Like, it's not just the gates of heaven have opened. We are fully opened and at one with source right now. Just one field of oneness right now. Everything else is being dissolved right now. So the Sophianic codes, the Holy Sophia, the mother within all, fully rebirthing all as one. So we're fully reconnected to the mother within all, which is the source within all. So we feel fully reconnected, no more separation. Right now, it fully dissolves in this field. Was all a bad dream that we fully awaken from now. And this is also completing the magnetic pole field and shift and flip. And it's also connected to the family reuniting. Again, the Holy Trinity, the divine masculine, feminine, but through the divine mother, rebirthing all within that field of the Holy Trinity and oneness as one. So the masculine also now feels as one with the Holy Mother and his divine feminine. So there's no more difference. There's no more competition. There's just equality and oneness. Peace, serenity, the unity field fully ignited from within right now, right here. Done. I hope you can feel it. It's a magnetic field shift that's happening from within you. So no more bipolar energies. Okay, it's all unified within the tri-wave. And it's running through the fields. It's a whole thing. It's also clearing out fully all of the reversals that have kept these whole gender wars and distortions going. Also, the crucifixion implants, also it's connected to clearing fully the carbon atom now, so we can fully crystallize. I hope you can feel these activations. Our crystal body and genes are fully coming online. Blood, bones, fascia, skin, crystal heart, our crystal palace within our minds, all crystallizing. And them clearing the crucifixion implants is also further confirming the divine union completions. Because again, that has also held the masculine and feminine kind of separated. And it's also clearing all of the miasma, which is also like inorganic waste that locks down the memory within our field. So again, where we cut off from our emotions and our soul and therefore source and all of that, which then gets projected outward at us. Then instead of the source within, we then try to look at the source without, which might be through a relationship or through someone we idolize, where we think like, they have the access to source that they can give us, which we're here to find within, because that's us rebirthing the Christ within. As Joshua said, you can do what I do and more, which is right now. So let's make him proud, okay, which he is us. It's all one. He doesn't want to be glorified either and put on a pedestal. I can tell you that much. I don't like when people do that or speak on his behalf as such, in a way. But anyway, each their own. I mean, I don't know. Again, we can all tap into these energies. Ultimately, we can all channel a Mary Magdalene. We can all channel a Joshua. It's not, wrong. So far, the problem has been there have been many imposters on all layers, levels, and dimensional realities. That's been the issue. So we haven't been always sure if we have been speaking to a Joshua or Jesus or Mary Magdalene. That's the only issue. Yeah, 222. Okay. So it takes a lot of discernment. That's why I've always really, I think, naturally just went straight to source. That was always for me important. And integrating all of these layers. And yes, on the highest level, we are all of these ascended masters. We're all of these beings, which is what we are fully integrating now. But some of us will have a stronger, you know, some of us, these core aspects of these ascended beings. But it really doesn't freaking matter anymore because we're really creating something totally new. But that's what I'm seeing. Okay, so it's a mix of all of these many different incarnational selves we have lived, and there are many things. We're connected to and as one consciousness to all things and all consciousnesses. And you can, if you really tune into that oneness, you can travel down all of these consciousness fields and have access to them, which is what we're accessing as we merge with God Source Consciousness. Nothing less. So don't just connect, you know, when you're healing, don't just connect to ascended masters. It's okay if you call them in, the true ones and guardians. I always say those in true alignment with the law of one. And, you know, if you want to call them in, but no, they are you. You're integrating. It's like part of your multidimensional integration. 22. So instead of like seeing them outside of you and worshiping them and think they're healing you, it's like you healing yourself ultimately. That's where you need to get to. That's you really tuning into your inner technology. So no more outsourcing, no more thinking something outside is healing you, although obviously we can go to healers and people can help us. But all they really are doing is tuning into that source consciousness field. At least that's what they should be doing. So they're just vessels, just like me. I'm just really a vessel. Whilst I also obviously have my personal spin on things, my uniqueness. But you get me, it's both ends. But, you know, I always make the highest intention every time I come online and do anything to transmit the highest keys and codes, highest truth that I can get access to in every now moment, to be the purest channel I can be for source. And that's where we really want to be. I do speak about that a lot, but it's really, really important. Because again, it's taken us a lot of time people telling us we're not powerful enough, we can't do this, we can't do that, we're not lovable, blah, 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 to get us to this point. So we need to also reaffirming that we are that powerful, that all of that is nonsense. Yeah? To override the old programming that has kept us limited and small, playing small, because this is our time, out of time, to truly shimmer and shine and rise and fly, like literally open your wings up and fly right now. It's time. That's what I'm seeing. So crystal clarity is flooding all realms and dimensional layers and lifting the final curtain to reveal what's really real, which is organic ascension, earth, and the creatrix field, which is totally timeless, full 360 multidimensional access in no time whatsoever. Quantum field. Everything is possible right now, which is all there ever is. Everything is like a vague memory or some kind of future projection of what you would like to happen. So imagination. So use it wisely, okay, because you do use it to co-create. And all the fears lifting now makes us free to co-create heaven on earth. So enjoy flying, open those wings, okay, and keep looking or unlocking and looking within to ignite it all from there. All right. Don't wait outside to tell you that it's happening. It's happening from within you, and then you will see it out there. The same as the truth. It first actually ignites within you, and then you will see confirmation out there. Okay, but again, you want to look. But now, whether you want to see the truth or not, it's happening. It's already here. Okay, so it's happening through the crystalline caverns, through the crystalline cord. It's igniting the sphere of Amenti, the crystals, the Amenti crystals within the earth. Everything has been fully recorded, fully cleared. The old Lemurian and Atlantean grids, the Dove grid fully coming online, the Swan grid, the Mary Michael lines have been fully cleared. The St. Michael line is all coming fully online. The white diamond platinum grid, all the 13-dimensional diamond grid system and interdimensional stargate system fully igniting, the sun disk network, the crystalline pyramids, the crystalline networks, all fully igniting. Feel it within you. It's happening within you, literally. So tune into your heart, into your meridians and nadis, which are your dragon lines and the dragon node points. The dragon arises from within, fully now, within all. Fully. Emerald Awakening, the Emerald Heart Grid, the Diamond Heart Grid is fully online, cosmically. Literally. The Gathering is online, the Cosmic Reunion is online, and any moment now we can see it for real. For real, finally, finally. So really the message is we're done, as in we can really just sit back and relax now. I was thinking and looking at for the 3rd of March whether I should do an activation, but for now it's like, no, it's done. You've done it. It's done. It's done. So unless there are any changes and shifts, because again, it's a whole quantum unfoldment, unless some people are not following their heart, I'm done here. So basically, I see at the campfire still, quantum style, and we'll be dancing and listening to music, making music, and literally merges from within, okay? Again, I don't see anything between this here, false reality, which is fully dissolving now, all these false overlays in the false firmament. I can see the shifts in the atmosphere and feel it and know it. Know it. Knowing is my thing. But again, it's all quantum aligning now. It's really all quantum aligning within our heart. So again, I'm not telling you what to feel. Just feel into what you are accessing. Access your keys and codes, which are unique to you. Your unique instruction sets, which bring together and ignite the full puzzle piece of this cosmic blueprint, of the cosmic monad. We are all that as one. So I need all of you to fully know and reclaim your power, all of your sovereign self. Okay, nobody can do this for you. Just before I finish, because I know what it's like when you're really being attacked a lot. And this is just fully finishing now. This is really the last push through. Okay, know this. Know this. It's finished any second now. All right. Just if you're still dealing with a lot of spiritual attacks, ultimately, until you fully dissolve any feelings of separation within your field, this will keep on going. Depending on what your role is here, we have more or less problems with that. But as soon as we really awaken and we're here to fulfill a mission, there's an alarm that goes off in the astral field and you're being tagged. Okay, you're going to be targeted in whatever way, shape, or form. Now, I've had many, many hard experiences with this for many years until I even figured out what was happening, because I thought I was just clearing. Anyway, and ultimately, it's part of your dark arts training. It's you fully reclaiming your power and you understanding you're co-creating this always as one. So you fully have to transcend all the victim-victimizer consciousness. It's where you're understanding you're still in this kind of war or fight, but whilst you also have to simultaneously transcend it through the oneness until you no longer feel, because it's all happening from within and then it's projected out, whether it's even happening on those dimensional layers that you have access to and understand what's happening, but it's still projected out from within. That's where it starts. It's still part of your consciousness, part of your co-creation. So until you're at that point where there's no more separation whatsoever, you will have to deal with that, because it's still some part of you which is not fully have reclaimed your power, all of your body parts, all of your multidimensional aspects, all of your multidimensional selves, all of your self, which we've been talking about, which is divine union, which is what Ascension is about. So until we've done all of this, we will be prone to openings in our fields, wherever we give our power away, wherever we don't fully stand in our power. Once you're at one with Source, you understand there's nothing to fear here, because ultimately fear, to boil down, to real simplicity, that's making you feel susceptible to energetic attacks. Whether they come from physical people, because obviously these energies work for physical people in our realities a lot, or whether it's just energetic. Then we also have frequency wars that have been going on. I mean, I really learned to differentiate between thoughts being projected into my mind and what's really my own thoughts. And my own thoughts are also, collective thoughts, but still there's a difference. I knew at points where I had literally thoughts projected into my mind where it was like suicidal thoughts, and they weren't mine. I knew they weren't mine. And I had to really fight against it. I had to really learn how to manage that and literally just go freaking neutral. When it gets really too much, you just totally dissolve into the oneness and you're just neutral. Ultimately, you don't want to go from the field of protection. You want to just keep healing and amplifying your field and keep sealing it. You know, that any negative energies going into your field are just fully dissolved or cleared, and let your team and God Source now fully take over, because all of these bastards are being cleared. They're all children of the mother, but still, you know, all the bad boys are going back home to Source, and we're all returning to Source, and it's ultimately happening quantum style all the time, as we're constantly rebirthing ourselves, the same as our atoms. So you're constantly kind of going back to Source, to your original cell, your original blueprint, and constantly rebirthing, constantly clearing. That's the expansion contraction. Okay, so we've been doing this for a lot, but I really felt, I mean, first of all, with the mother-child healing, I mean, everything I've been shown, it's just, we are quantum healing collectively, everything. And we can feel it in our hearts, those that have activated that now for us collectively. So keep radiating it out, because then there's nothing more once you have unified with the oneness and we don't see a threat anymore, because ultimately the people who are testing you and triggering you or even attacking you, they're helping you to step back into your power, to retrieve what you've lost along the way throughout all of your incarnations. Because again, we're going back to where it began, beyond time, of how did we get here? Where did we give our power away? That's your energetic leaks. Simplified. So that's what you need to look out for. So you don't blame anyone anymore. You're just like, okay, I understand now. Like, you're actually helping me see where I don't have, you know, any boundary in place, or, you know, I'm not standing in my truth. And so you can see everything as a gift. And you really need to keep deepening into this, because you need to fully dissolve this whole victim energy now. Or victimizer, because we've all been all. We really. Too free too. We are all, you know, all these people are aspects of us. Whether you love them or hate them. And sometimes, you know, also who we love or who we hate shifts and changes. The same when you're with a partner, the thing you at the beginning loved, sometimes later on they really annoy you. Again, our weaknesses are our strengths are our weaknesses. And really, you need to fully transcend all of this. So all of this crap so far has helped us to go back to the start, how it all began, to correct our consciousness and reclaimed all of our body pieces, all of our power, all of our multidimensional selves, all of our aspects, okay? That's multidimensional integration. And then the clearing out all these buggers, all these parasites, all these attachments and cords, and all of these hooks, okay? And negative entities and aliens fully now. As you fully reclaim your power, and you know it really takes a quantum shift. Doesn't matter how long you've been dealing with this. I really know how hard it is. It can really be a catch-22 when you're under constant attack. But you are there now. Quantum merge with your fully ascended, fully sovereign self right now, and cut out all the bullshit and everywhere where you're giving your power away right now. And you're healed. Done. It takes a moment to change everything forever. And it's happening right now. In the blink of an eye. And we're here now. Finally, home within our hearts, within your body, because once you're no longer afraid and fully at home in your body, heart, mind, and soul, the cosmic monad, the allness, the oneness, it's nothing to be afraid of anymore, because you understand everything is you, literally. And I understand that it's one thing saying it and then getting there. You know, when you have moments of oneness and then you go back through all the separation in order to clear it. Again, it's expansion, contraction. So each time you release another layer of all the nonsense that is no longer serving us. So let it go. The time is now, because there's nothing anymore to heal whatsoever. Okay, it's all here right now. Imagine yourself fully healed. I'm gonna read out an earlier post. It was, I think, from Sarah London. There's nothing stopping you. There's nothing else to process, nothing else to heal, nothing else to work out, nothing else to figure out. There is just your power in this moment and your freedom in this moment to be all that you are and to create the most extraordinary and magical life experience. Right fucking now. The last sentence is obviously my little add-in. Seriously, quantum style. Let's do this, okay? Imagine there's nothing else to be done anymore whatsoever, and you just fully quantum leap jump merge with the already fully ascended version of you and ascension earth. Fully, all of this nonsense, fully gone. Any second now, all right? Let's merge with this. Let's be this. And anything is truly possible now. Believing is seeing. It certainly helps a lot. Okay? And again, it's all ignited through the heart. It really is. And it's ultimately self-love. So that means having the boundaries, discernment, and all of that in check, listening to your intuition, your guidance, and you can only do this if you're really true to yourself, because there's nothing to pretend here and, you know, not being truthful to yourself, because between you and God, which is ultimately like you and your highest aspect of you, there is, you know, there's nothing to hide, literally nothing to hide. So that's why truth is so important. That's also how you kind of go through a battle process where you have to, like, you know, whilst you're embodied, because we're keeping the body, we're not dying on our body here, those ascending, you know, with earth. Again, it's a holographic projection in your body also. But anyway, it's more about you fully merging and unifying. Where was I going? That's not where I was going. I lost my thought there. Anyway, done. Beyond words. So I hope you can all feel it. Relax into this, connect to nature, connect to your heart, connect to the crystalline core. It's really what brings everything online, which is self-love. And then I was going off on something that I didn't finish. Anyway, there is a lot being transmitted in the field. So the Emerald Heart Grid, fully online, the Cosmic and Emerald Heart Grid, fully online, is a telepathic Cosmic Heart Grid, fully online. So it's all of this amplified now. Again, everything is seen in this field. There's nothing to be hidden. This is how what has been hidden in the dark comes to light. And also people can't help themselves, you will see now, to speak the truth, because our true self is fully arising collectively. So, you know, you're either on board or you're dropping off. And even those people who might want to hide something, you know, let's say someone in the public eye who's done some bad things, there will be literally, I think, having like Freudian slips, that kind of thing. And it's happened before, obviously. But one way or another, and also obviously any second now, they're not even there anymore. Okay, so let's do this, because I'm kind of bored of this. So let's turn on the new movie. All right, we've got the popcorn. And let's have fun with this. There is no more work. This is just one long holiday. Okay? We turn fear into joy, which is love expressed. This is your heart fully healing. Again, if you're feeling any heaviness around the heart, any clearings, just be with it, be present, allow it to rise. Okay? Just one now moment to the next. It doesn't even need to be a whole day of you feeling like this. Everything can quantum shift again from one now moment to the next, because all time is done now. There is just quantum deeping and shifting now. That's all there is. Just the now, okay? Nothing more to be done, but keep following your heart. It knows the way. It really does. And it's at one fully now with the mind. Masculine, feminine, and holy divine union, the Holy Trinity, the Holy Grail, fully returned, which is returning eternal life. These are also the eternal source flows, okay, that are fully being ignited. Also connected to the crystal lotus patterns. And the butterfly patterns that are running in our field, and within any crystal system, also within a planetary body, which again is connected to the four poles, the solar cross activations as I see it, which we can feel with our hearts, crown, the feet chakras, the hand chakras, fully like beaming energy, fully clearing, being unblocked, unlocked, the whole density, miasms, all these reverse, fully dissolved. Along with the fear, all of this false nonsense fully dissolved. So any moment now, we see new earth right in front of our eyes. All those colors we haven't been able to see before, the invisible becoming visible, and it's happening through our remembrance and through the film strip in our DNA, which is what, so a lot of, I think that M-Flare after all was a CME, probably. One way or another, because a lot of this is invisible, the activations are going to come in over the next few days, and it's fully igniting everything as I see it. So let's do it. Again, ultimately, it's a shift in consciousness, which is fully quantum completing right now. I hope you can feel it. And it's through our heart, being at one with the mind, us dropping into the Buddhic mind, not our little minds trying to figure it all out. So drop any of the judgments and all of that nonsense that your false ego mind, because this is the final ego death. It's done. The ego is dead. Hallelujah. Okay? The one true self has been reborn. False separated ego self, dead. Which means false matrix, dead. and we're waking up fully from the dream. Really is. It's like pew, pew. So we've shot ourselves, so to say, in the head, that false self of us, and now we're fully liberated and fully free. Hallelujah. Also, what you can do, I was seeing just with the heart activations, what you can do is, so your high heart, spark within the heart, your Christ seed atom is in your thymus. Okay, so you can, I like also rose oil. It can be quite expensive, but you just need a drop or so, or some more diluted version of that. But I would recommend more, the purer you can get it, the better. And just putting it there also. And what you can also do is kind of lightly tapping it to awaken it. And again, this is also part of your monadic integration. So it's really igniting your multidimensional self. And what you also can do is to work with the stargate of your heart, the 13th stargate, is to do circular motions in both ways. And you can also do this kind of do this energetically on, you know, sort of all ends of your body. More energetically than trying to do this physically, okay? But it's more also you fully igniting all of your poles in a way, openings. That makes sense. Funny words coming out of me. Yeah, I think that's it. I probably forgot some things, but we're on here for long enough. 111, it's done. And I love you so much. Many blessings. And I see you all really soon. Okay, somewhere, somehow. So much love, so many blessings. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. And dream big, okay? Make it bigger. Real, real, real big. God is streaming through you. Tune in, all right? Now, only your belief systems are your limit right now. It's done. Infinite possibilities opening right now. So much love. Bye, bye, bye. So much love.